tweeting, Blake Bortles has never been tackled by Josh Scobie. The best part about this is Josh Scobie retweeted it and said, true. So it's like a tag team right there. The next one, College Game Day, rolling right along with our top sign countdown from 2017. Number 18, well, it's true. The sign says, even Oklahoma's mascot is a bandwagon.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, that's one of my favorite. Darren Ravel tweeted, just in, starting today at Bud Light. I'm sorry, what? What'd you say?
They just called Ravel a nerd.
Just in, starting today at Bud Light is installing quote-unquote victory fridges that will be full of beer in 10 Cleveland bars. When the Browns win their first regular season game, fridges unlock and beer inside is free to fans.
Oh.
That's awesome.
It's top-level trolling is what it is.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, man.
For some Black Friday.
Yeah, here's another two-tweeter. Spencer Dinwiddie, yes, the great Spencer Dinwiddie, said that at Knicks, my guy can't be serious. They're not even the best team in New York. In regards to Meta World Peace, saying that Pacers will play the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals this year. First of all, yeah, that's bold.
Who thinks that the Nets are better than the Knicks in any regard, even without KP?
I don't, well, obviously Spencer Dinwiddie does, but Enes Kanter responded and said, too early to talk shit. I got this saved, though. You just poked the wrong bear, boy. Fire emoji. Oh, Enes Kanter's the best.
Enes Kanter is on like a terrorist list in his own country.
Yeah. And I loved, back when, it's a quote from Levac, is one of my favorites. When LeBron started having issue with Frankie Ntilikina, Levac said, LeBron walks around as if he's a bad man and a tough guy. Well, a real tough guy got in the face of LeBron James. Not just a tough guy. This guy is literally fighting the president of a country. So.
True.
I don't know if you remember, I obviously misquoted. I don't know if you remember him saying that, but it was one of my favorite things that Levac has ever said. So it's always like in the front of my mind when I think of Enes Kanter.
Yes.
West Virginia basketball tweeted, look at this. The Mountaineers will be receiving their 2017-2018 NCAA Sweet 16 rings today as they return to campus. To which Jeff Schwartz retweeted, Sweet 16 rings now? The bar is so low, man. How ridiculous is that? Sweet 16 rings. Like, damn. Like, and it's pretty nice, too.
Yeah.
But Sweet 16 rings?
If Ohio State's taught you anything, you can't sell it.
Yep, can't sell it. All right, and the fake ESPN tweeted, the year is 2038. Eagles fans are still celebrating winning Super Bowl 52. Everyone still can't believe the Seahawks didn't run it. Tom Brady is 61 years old and still losing to backup quarterbacks. Meanwhile, Jimmy G has 8 rings. Dez still remains unsigned. The Browns still haven't won a game. Life is good.
That is all bold.
Jamal Murphy tweeted, biggest media story in decades. Will Melo come off the bench? Riveting.
The answer is no, he won't, by the way.
No, he won't.
You know how high scoring those games are going to be played, or going to have to be? Because Harden and Melo don't play any defense.
Seriously. It's ridiculous.
Like, Chris Paul is going to have to play all of the defense.
Right. All right, guys.
Who's going to put up more shots per game? I know this is off topic, but the Rockets and that team or the Hawks with Kevin Huerter, Trae Young, and there's another guy who just launches up shots on that. I can't remember what the third one is. There's another launcher on that team.
I think Trae Young's going to put up more bad shots than the Rockets take shots total. If you couldn't tell, I also don't like Trae Young.
I mean, it depends if Melo and Harden get into a contest of who's trying to make more shots.
It's true.
Because I could totally see that being like a side bet over like dinner.
All right, guys, we're in the home stretch now, NFC North. So let's run through these really quickly. Again, alphabetical order. I didn't choose what teams are going to, be the best ones yet. But the Bears, questions, can Trubisky step up and lead the team to the playoffs? Personally, I don't think so. I don't think Trubisky can lead them to the playoffs.
No way.
No, we all agree. So no,
Certainly not right now.
no.
Sweet.
Yeah, no.
Here's the intriguing question, in my opinion. Are Jordan Howard and Tarek Cohen keeping each other from being truly great football players? Having them on the same team, is that hurting the development of both of them? Because I think it is.
Clashing egos.
No, not clashing egos, but two running backs.
You mean
who,
somebody not being able to assert themselves as a workhorse back?
two developing running backs who really need time to develop their own personality, their own style, and you're splitting time between the two. Is that hurting the development of both of them? I
Yes.
think it is.
I think it's a reasonable theory to ask, yeah, because I think that any team that has a back almost by committee, in ways it can be very good rather than putting people out there for injury risk, but in the same sense, you are not really realizing potentially the full potential of any of the backs you truly have.
That's a good point.
I don't know if you actually can see this on my phone. You probably can't text message, but I literally just texted him back. Man, I love Jordan Howard every year in fantasy football. And he wrote back, "Curse of the Ghazi Bear." Jordan Howard's a fantastic football pick every year. I like Jordan Howard. Tariq Cohen's just a third down back. He'll get some catches. If you got a bye week in fantasy football, you pick him up. I don't know if that's going to do anything to shake up the division, but yeah, I mean, they're nice players. They're not going to change. They're not going to give them, they're not going to jump the Lions or Packers for Vikings. They're just in a really tough division.
All right.
That's fair.
All right. And can Allen Robinson be the breakout wide receiver that the Bears have missed for such a long time? Even when they had great receivers, Alshon Jeffrey, Brandon Marshall, even Muhsin Muhammad. Muhsin Muhammad had a great quote, said that Chicago is where great receivers go to die. So,
Ouch.
It's true.
yeah. So can Allen Robinson break that curse and finally be the wide receiver that they need to have?
Maybe because Cutler's not throwing anymore.
All right.
He's a nice player, Allen Robinson. I think him and Bortles got a lot more love for fantasy. I keep bringing up fantasy. That's the way I keep thinking of some of these players. Allen Robinson, I think got a lot of love from some NFL people because the Jags were so bad, and him and Allen Hurns put up such good numbers when the Jags were getting blown out that people thought, well, Robinson's put up all these great stats. He must be a good receiver. No, they were throwing every time they could in the third, the fourth, because they're getting beat up. The Bears thought Kevin White was going to be the answer a few NFL drafts ago. They've gone through this a bunch of times with wide receivers. Robinson's a nice player. He'll have some good games, but he's not going to be anywhere close to Jeffrey or Marshall.
Right, and we saw that Chicago, for whatever reason, doesn't know how to develop wide receivers because Alshon Jeffrey goes to the Eagles and, oh, wait, now he's a Super Bowl champ. So, they even take these top-tier players and just, it's not good for them. But did you watch the Cowboys 49ers preseason game?
I did not. Unfortunately, I did not watch that.
Okay, the reason I ask, and Tony's going to roll his eyes over here, the first drive the Cowboys had, Dak Prescott threw an absolute beauty to Allen Hurns, and it looks like that's going to be a great combination all season.
First of all, there's nothing unfortunate about your choice to watch anything else.
All right. The next...
Dak Prescott to Allen Hurns. Stop it.
I haven't had that game on.
How about you own the Redskins? How can you like the Cowboys when you're the owner of the Redskins?
Well, I have nothing to do with that terrible franchise, so...
Lie.
My dad is also named Dan Snyder, and he's a Giants fan.
What is going on in this family?
I don't know. Detroit Lions. First question. I saw a stat today that I thought was absolutely ridiculous until I looked into it. Golden Tate is one of only 2 wide receivers to have over 1,000 yards in 2 straight years. And the other, it's Golden Tate and Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown. Not Antonio Brown.
You mean the best wide receiver in the NFL? Yeah,
Yes.
you got it.
Yeah. Is Golden Tate the most underrated wide receiver in the NFL?
I don't know about.
Again, he's the only NFL wide receiver in 2016 and 2017 to have over 1,000 yards receiving.
Yeah, something like, I think it was Stephania Bell said that earlier. Maybe I got the stat wrong, but it was AB and Golden Tate were the only 2. Yeah. So, is Golden Tate the most underrated wide receiver in the NFL? That really...
I guess so. Like, I guess Golden Tate's just like a dude who gets like 80 yards a game and maybe a touchdown, and he just gets 80 and 80 times 16 so like 1,040. So, can I say consistent? I guess underrated would make it consistent. Sure, I think that's a good job by Stephania Bell. I guess I'd have to agree.
I mean, if that stat is accurate, he's certainly the most overlooked.
Yeah.
I mean, because he just flies under the radar. That being said, part of it's because he plays in Detroit.
Well, he flies under the radar for, I feel like, more casual people. I feel like if you're in a fantasy league, you know Golden Tate produces, especially in PPR. There was some hype around Marvin Jones, but Golden Tate is still the guy in Detroit.
He definitely
yeah, that's probably true. I think fantasy players recognize him and he gets more love from fantasy aspects just because we're nerds and small digits matter.
Packers fans remember him as well from having that touchdown that should have been an interception, but was actually a touchdown with the replacement refs. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it happening. I didn't know he was part of it.
Yeah, it was him. Detroit Lions running back question. Who should start? LeGarrette Blount, Kerryon Johnson, and how will their other rookie, Frank Ragnow, fare at center? Should we expect the Lions to move forward or regress?
Wait, is that really the running backs for the Lions this season?
Yeah.
LeGarrette Blount and Kerryon Johnson?
They also still have Theo Reddick.
What the hell? Oh my God, is that bad? I mean, Kerryon Johnson played for Auburn. Again, he had an okay November.
He's looking good in the preseason, but I mean, if in all honesty, the job is his for the taking if he wants it.
LeGarrette Blount should just be a third down back and goal line back.
I'm surprised every year that LeGarrette Blount's still here.
Yes, I've seen. Dude, Tony, it's absolutely right. Like, think about that for a second, right? Like, LeGarrette Blount had 18 touchdowns, and the Patriots said, you led the NFL in rushing touchdowns? Okay, we don't want you anymore. You're cut. You win a Super Bowl with the Eagles. Yeah, you helped us out win a Super Bowl. Okay, you're gone. Nobody wants the guy. Detroit's that kind of deal will get.
I mean, in all fairness, there is always the question of whether or not he's going to be available for the first couple of games because of a drug test coming back.
That's
right. That's a good point.
I mean, his last name is Blunt.
He's not going to stop. He's made it very clear to people that he's not stopping doing that.
When your last name is Blunt, if you don't get suspended for weed, are you even an NFL player?
Yeah, true. I mean, he's got a reputation to uphold.
No, his reputation should be for punching Hauk, or Hoyt, whatever his name was, from Boise State. But let's move on. Green Bay Packers. Can Aaron Rodgers stay healthy? How will the loss of Jordy Nelson affect the Packers? Have the Packers figured out the issues at running back? Ty Montgomery, is he a receiver again? Now that they do have running backs, what's going on with him? And can that defense not completely suck ass and get them to the playoffs?
That's a lot of questions all at once.
Just goes to show they have a lot of questions.
I guess I'll go first with this. Yeah, I'll go with this and say, it's weird with the Packers because, like, if you did, I don't know where this is going to, like, we're doing the NFC North, but, like, 2 or 3 weeks from now, you do an NFL preview. There are still going to be people, like, on Twitter, and then people you probably know that would still, no matter what, always pick the Packers to go to the Super Bowl.
Because of Aaron Rodgers.
Because of Aaron